Warning, no copies of Madden was purchased to make these videos, and it never will be. Yo, D Foster 004 back with a new video. It's been a long time since I made a new video, so shout out to all the people who subscribe to the channel and like the videos. So I figure what's the best way to come back than, to try to help y'all not spend money and time on Madden. So I made some customized, updated rosters straight from the Madden 22 ratings, but I put my own spin on it, and I wanted to respect history, and I squeezed overall ratings a little bit. So, more teams are actually able to compete. I got these rosters from a guy named Packers on OperationSports.com, and salute to that dude because he did all the actual hard work. He took all the, new rookies and created them. He took all of the ratings from Madden and translated them. And to be fair, there was a few cosmetic hiccups, as far as skin tones or whatnot. But the biggest problem was that most of the teams were rated like 99 or 100 overall. And even like all of the players, the starting players were rated 96 to 100 overall. And I think that's because when you take the rating straight from Madden 22 and just dump them into NFL 2K5, the way that the ratings translate would make the players in NFL 2K5 way better. Again, like I said, I put my own spin on it because I had a personal preference that there was a few teams like the Colts and the Dolphins and the Packers that I felt were like maybe 3 to 4 points better than what Madden had them rated. The Dolphins are one of those teams that the record might not show how good they are, but they have a good coach, they have a good defense, they have a good overall culture, and they usually lose a lot of close games. I wanted to take that mindset into making these rosters as well. Now, don't get me wrong, teams like the Jets and the Jaguars, the lower teams, I let them stay the lower teams, but it's usually those 6-10, 7-9, 8-8 teams that I wanted to make sure they were in the lower 80s and not in the 70s. Also, if you look, I also made sure that all of the players that are the top players on their team in Madden are also the top players on their team in NFL 2K5, minus a few people, and I think that was due to personal preference and what I think NFL 2K would have done if they continued to make games. Because what I wanted to do was to make this roster as if 2K5 had the chance to evolve, Because with NBA 2K, they used to do their rosters a little similar to NFL 2K, but around the time that they put Michael Jordan in the game, they started to rate their players based off of history. So what happens is, for each position, if you're not Jordan for the most part, or Jordan-like, you can be a great player, but you won't get 99. For instance, Steph Curry, was literally the best player in the NBA for at least a year or two. Those 2 years, he still wasn't a 99. I think he maxed off at like a 97, and that's good. You're just not Michael Jordan. So when it comes to NFL 2K5, I wanted to keep the same spirit alive. If you're not Randy Moss-like, or if you're not clearly as good as Randy Moss or better than Randy Moss, you're not going to get a 99. Devontae Adams. If you're not as good as Deion Sanders, you're not going to get a 99. Jalen Ramsey. So what I did was I kept that in the game, and I felt like the only player in today's NFL that would be able to get a top rating, which 2K's rating is 100, not 99, the top rating, I think it's Aaron Donald. He's the only defensive tackle that if you look at every defensive tackle in every era of football, you can line them up with them all of them. From the fridge to Warren Sapp, Aaron Donald fits right there, He gets the 100, but that's it. And outside of that, I have Aaron Rodgers, who's a 99, and honestly, I might knock him down to a 97 or 98, but I feel Aaron Rodgers is like the prototypical NFL quarterback. If you can take a mobile quarterback and take like the best arm you can get and give him the game manager's brain that doesn't make mistakes, you pretty much get Aaron Rodgers, So I wanted to respect him and keep him top tier. But it's really a few. Also, Quentin Nelson. Quentin Nelson is one of those guys that you can just go watch his highlight film and he'll let you know exactly how important having a good player on the offensive line is. And also, most importantly, what NFL 2K5 did is they have a rating called consistency. And that's the actual key rating to everything. And it makes sense. Let's say that you're the strongest player on the team. You might be the fastest player on the team. You could have the best hands on the team. And you could be the best tackler on the team all in one. But in a game day situation, if you don't make the most plays, therefore you're not the most consistent player on the team, therefore you're not that valuable to the team. So there are a ton of players in the NFL that are physically gifted when it comes to speed, strength, and all of the actual abilities it takes to be a good player, but they don't actually execute enough to become a star. And that's the difference between all of the ratings. The top tier superstar players make plays on a very high consistent basis, while there are other players who are good who make a few plays a game, and then there's other players who just don't show up that often even though they have the potential to. So I think that, that just shows the greatness of NFL 2K5 and how they even thought about the game of football versus the game Madden, where you have like 6 to 10 people in a quote-unquote 99 club every year. So I hope y'all guys like it. Go ahead and download the rosters, leave some comments. Let me know if there's anything that I might have overlooked or anything that needs to be tweaked, or just anything that you think would, help to the overall roster. Be looking out for some new videos soon. Appreciate all y'all guys. Peace.